sleep today. I needed to get a coffee tonight. All right, sorry about that. We're gonna get binger banger bonger here. Let me turn this on. There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. Name you. You first in the gate tonight? How you doing, my friend? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Shemay, Melissa, McDave. How are you? Nice to see you tonight. We missed you. I know it feels like it's been forever since I've been online. I've been popping in and out of a few chats here and there. It's coming up the road today. Good evening from Northern Indiana. How you doing, Raya? Nice to see you. Nocturnal CT. Thank you, Liz. As you've been missed, Nocturnal, and we've got. I love it. You love it when I say your name, huh? Say my name. Say my name. Hello, Tony. Nice to see you. Hello, Tattoo Crazy. I've missed a lot. Just started a new job. Congratulations to you, Nikki Blue. Just started a new job. Good evening, Jennifer. Kitty Kins. Maggie, been waiting. I know. How you doing, Scottish? I've been AWOL. I know. I worked in the shop last night, and then I had to do some work today. Beginning of a new year, but I popped in and out of a couple chats and stuff. Yeah, I'm not quitting YouTube, y'all. I'm just like you, what you did. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. That's a very select audience that generally enjoys, but that's something that I've been doing for a lot of years here on YouTube. And once in a while, you got to feed the machine. Not because of views that you'll get in 24 hours, but because, number one, you're following your passion. And number two, those are videos that'll be watched, guarantee you go back at the end of a year or so, they'll have 5,000, 10,000 views. Because there are some real audio files on here that do enjoy that type of thing. I will sing happy birthday to anybody that declares that they have a birthday, of course. I'm doing good, Robbie. I've been popped in and out of a couple chats. I mean, I'd be less than honest if I didn't tell you this whole St. Jude situation has been very intriguing to me. Hello, Bommy. How are ya? Like IT and technology. Oh, okay, yes, I like IT and technology. Cool. Good to see you, Bommy. And it's been kind of interesting to, as somebody that has no skin in the game. Hey, JC, I saw where you thought I'd say hi. Oh, you threw your back out. Sorry to hear that. My goodness. Sometimes it's really wonderful when you're not involved in things. You can really take an objective viewpoint on things. And I've just I'm going to, be honest with you guys. I've been out there exploring both sides, the heavy hitters in that community. And it's kind of interesting to observe it, and to more as like a student of psychology and sociology, and a person that enjoys observing things that are done in the aggregate. I don't mean a mob mentality, but it shows you how far, how people can get whipped up into a frenzy about certain things, and how it splits communities and things. Having come in and out and looked at a lot of things and listened to a lot of things, and I've known, and I'm not going to make this about, I don't do videos about other people's business and things, but this is a live stream, and it's not, I don't have the name and the title of her or anybody else. So I feel free, since I was asked about that. And I'm not one to try to make, grind meal out of corn. You know what I'm saying? It's not my, hey, Em, how you doing? Quit YouTube. That's it. quit out of solidarity. You know, my cousin and I are quitting. Hey, monkey boy, it's a family. We had a family powwow. But I feel, you know, I'm not a part of that community. I mean, I did years ago, in the early 3 years ago, when we did, Vinny G and I and Tucker at that time, we did explore other communities, and we did get across the, how you doing, Cobra John? No, it's not a good night. Hey, Quirky. We got rain again here, kind of sprinkling on and off before the weather gets good. So you know, I do know the community. You know, I did donate to St. Jude's through Ladies' Night years ago, and you know, Diane had, when, you know, I've had my Amazon affiliate link up for years, and we texted back and forth about, she wanted to set that up, and how to do that. So, you know, certainly we know each other, and she's come over. She enjoys the baking and things like that. I did send her a Dorito bikini years ago. Right? Hey, Andrew. So I try to, you know, I try not to be a dick and insert myself into stuff. And only rarely will I make a comment in side chat and things like that. And it's kind of sad, because I like so many of the people that are involved in this drama, and I guess that's what you would have to call it. And a lot of people are getting hurt feelings, and there's a lot of what would you say? There's a lot of uploads being made about it. There's a lot of people that are making hay with it, which is their right to do, particularly if they're involved in that community. So I've been very low key with knowing my place, not having a place in that universe, and being solidly in the Boyd community. I just wanted to preface and tell you guys, I don't stick my nose in where it doesn't belong, and I'm very careful about that. Hey, Impatient, how you doing? Now, having said that, since Bami asked me my observations, I guess it comes down to this. Number one, on the most base level, is something called you know, basic trust in somebody else. When somebody else says that I'm not sure if I'm around Hondo, I'd certainly try to do that. It just depends. It's been a long work day for me, but thank you. Hey, Jody. So I've been in and out of quite a few chats, just kind of saying hi and and I have expressed the opinion. There's two issues here. Number one is the base issue of trust. Sergeant, you caught me bringing on the last guy. My girl is separated from me, and oh, thank you. Okay, so if I'm not watching the side chat, I apologize, because it's hard for me at my advanced age to get my thoughts clear on here, because I don't want to be insulting. Hey, Betty, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I like people on both sides of the issue. I see my friends, if I pop into you know, what I call a pro Diane chat, I see a lot of friends of mine. If I drop into I guess we call it for St. Jude's or whatever, battling for receipts, I see friends over on that side too. So hey, Anton, so I do tread carefully on that, because you could really, you too, Andrew, you could really make a dick out of yourself by sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong, and that's not my habit. But as I said, the issue of trust is pretty much bedrock. In other words, it cuts a lot of ways. If somebody tells you to keep something in confidence, do you keep it in confidence? If somebody shares something with you and asks you to keep that in confidence, do you keep it in confidence? If you're within a group of people, and the implicit message, and maybe the explicit message is what's said in this room stays in this room. It all becomes a matter of trust on that. And when we have friends, we vest them with that trust, and sometimes we're disappointed, and sometimes things go well. So there's an issue of trust. When things start out and somebody, as Diane has been an affiliate of St. Jude's for some 20 years, you have to imagine that this person has a lot of heart for the charity, correct? Because they've been so personally involved. Hey, Rosa. They've been so personally involved in the charity that automatically gives them a huge leg up in the trust department, in my opinion, just because of their long tenure with being associated with the group. Now, so trust is important. Well, obviously trust has come into question on this particular issue, and trust is under the microscope right now in a major way like we haven't seen, because let's face it, money, hey Cinnamon, money is involved, right? And people's money. Oh, this is really fantastic. Thank you, Jerry. And because people's money is involved, and because kids are involved with cancer, and I think I heard today in doing some of my own reading on lunchtime today about St. Jude's, only about 20% of the kids make it or whatever there. So it's a very sad place, but it's also a place where hope springs eternal on a daily basis. So it's a very, very, very well, thank you, Cinnamon. It's I'm not DC. I don't ever claim to be. I had my foray into DC, and they treated me very well over there, as they did this week. But if you're going to pick a charity that's going to be sensitive to people's hearts are going to be very sensitive about it, I don't think any of us could pick something that is more heart-touching than kids. Our future, our hopes, our aspirations, our genetic offspring, having to cope with a disease that we generally ascribe to people that are older, whether they smoke, whether it's just a fluke of genetics that they get it, whether they've been exposed to asbestos or any more chemicals, things like that. And to think of a child going through that, that's going to supercharge the whole discussion about trustworthiness and donations and things like that. Would you guys agree? That's gonna amp that up dramatically. Okay, that's gonna put feelings on feelings. How you doing, sissy? That's gonna put feelings first and foremost. So obviously the first point is the trust is under fire now. Now, we have to remember that for quite a few years of running this show and the ladies' night and things like that, that things went along. Yes, there were questions asked once in a while. Some videos went up of some people digging in their archives and bringing out videos asking for proof of donations and things. So it's out there, okay? But at that time and through those years, the element of trust really remained unshattered, right? Because we looked at the person, we look at their deeds within their community, and I'll tell you, some people might come back to me and say, Rosie, you don't know dirty deeds. No, I don't. I don't know any dirty deeds. I never got involved in that. But just sticking to the basic topic of donations and receipts and things like that, I think that things went along pretty smoothly for quite a few years with a few bumps in the road. And I really think it's come down to now a vote on the integrity of the person. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? It seems to square up like this. If you believe that the person that's collecting donations is of a sterling character when it comes to charitable work and things like that, not things in the drama community per se, but just as a person, then you're going to side. No, Em, I've had my reasons for turning that off since the beginning of the year. I've elaborated in a couple streams, super chats and things like that. And I've been exploring those feelings over the last couple of weeks. But anyway, that seems to be the vote. And the people that seem to square up on the side of ladies' night and stand behind them seem to be the people that have vested 100% in confidence in the person, Diane, that is running ladies' night along with Wendy and Randy as a sidekick. And in some ways, I can understand the position of Diane, that you've trusted me, and it comes down to a position of trust. And then when trust begins to be questioned, then some people are going to sit back, and they're going to just observe, and they're going to watch, and they're going to see how community reacts to issues like trust. On the other side of the issue is those that feel like receipts are a great way to easily end a negative, potentially divisive activity that's going on. If you give money, it's nice to have an accounting for that, and it's particularly touches the Boyds because. And I never weighed in on Tucker because I'm not one until the deed is done. I just keep my mouth shut about things. How you doing? Tammy, I did get my super chat. I chatted you out yesterday. I hope that you watched that video. Okay, really hope that you watched that. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with asking. When the doubt is raised, then people are naturally going to come forward and say, show me receipts that you... Now, I didn't think about it before, but now I'm in a situation where I'm starting to wonder in my mind, because I'm seeing these doubts raised, and these lava flows underneath the surface are starting to break out into volcanoes, and now we have a full-fledged Mount St. Helens, and a lot of doubt has crept into the situation. So you asked me, Bommy, and I'm answering in kind of just to lay the basic framework here, is what is my take on it? My take, and you'll hear people talking about that my name was dragged, or this came up in the past, and that came up in the past, and I went through this and I went through that, and I'm very sorry for people that went through those kind of issues. But we have to just stick, and this is what they do in a court of law. They don't allow people to come up on a witness stand and talk about things that happened before that this person might or might not have done to them. They need to deal in the specific facts only of that case. So every time a prosecutor or a plaintiff's counsel will come forward and try to bring evidence, well, look at what happened here, this person did this, or look at the dragging that occurred there, and you can bring witnesses up to try to establish character, but what they don't allow you to do is to deviate from the basic facts of the case. And that is, in this particular case, was money given through donations properly funneled to St. Jude's? That's all I focused on. That's all my thought has been on. I've told you before, I'm not part of the DC, so I've damn right kept my snoot out of it, and not titled videos with this and that, because I don't feel like it's proper and seemly for me to be involved in that. But I have gone in and said hi to people and observed things going on. I was in a chat for a couple minutes tonight just saying hi, and I was listening to a gal, and they were talking about did the point is, if you're going to prosecute somebody, and this gal was in the true crime community, and she started talking about when investigators and police and things come in to investigate something, of course there's going to be questions asked and things like that. But that assumes, when you call investigators and things, that a crime has been committed. And police, FBI, state police, sheriff's departments, organizations like that, they can't come in and investigate unless they really have reasonable proof that a crime has been committed. And that's what's really missing in this particular case. And this is why I sort of come down on the side of ladies' night, because there's nothing that's been done. Now, do I wish receipts would be shown? Yes, of course. Just the way I wish that Tucker would have shown receipts and things. But it didn't happen then, and it may not happen now. But apart from that, I've seen nothing that would make me break my link of trust in believing that this woman has done the right thing with that particular charity. In other words, I haven't seen any crime being committed, even though some people call St. Jude's and they say, calling, I want to check about this person, and oh yeah, we know about that situation, it's under investigation. We have to be very careful in this matter, not to assume that because something is under investigation that something negative is going on. Okay? Anyone, how you doing, Dolly? Anyone that runs charitable organizations has to be accountable to everybody that donates money. Extremely accountable to them. And the second that you have internal affairs audit committees on the inside, and the second that a donor or group of donors raises an issue about something, it's automatically a red flag that's going to trigger an investigation, whether the findings are good or bad. They're not going to be prejudiced going in. They're going to say there's smoke here and there's a potential for a fire, but we don't know. But we're required and bound by our duty as internal auditors to look into this situation. Now, I don't think in that situation, if you're really thinking about things from a legal point of view, number one, they're not going to really disclose any information to you about an investigation. Okay, we know that they keep things tight-lipped. And number two, just because it's being investigated should not put a negative spin on anybody's conclusions. And I think these types of things are what may be causing more divisiveness in the community, is because when people hear the word investigate and looking into something, and we're looking into it, they automatically assume that there may be something wrong. And for me, I cannot connect those dots and make that assumption that something is going on. So for me, the chain of trust remains unbroken. Absent rock solid proof that donations were pilfered and put to personal use, the bedrock of our constitutional system, and the thing that makes America is our requirement under law and legal proceedings founded in common law, that accusations by themselves are meaningless. They might point people in the right direction, but they're not proof. And the burden remains, as it always does, on the accusers to provide proof of dirty deeds or a crime. It does not rest on the defendant to prove that they did not do something, but it does rest on the prosecutors to prove that something did. And at this point in time, logically and just on general legal principle alone, there hasn't been any proof that any crime has been committed. Okay? This is how in our nation we avoid things like mob mentality that decides to take justice into their own hands, and why we've had things like terrible events in our early history where mobs and people pursued witches and other things in this country, and they got people very inflamed. And a lot of people died as a result of that. Okay, how you doing? If I missed anybody, apologies. There was a lot that was learned out of those events, and that learning was ensconced in our Constitution, that a person doesn't have to even address the case that's under investigation. They don't have to do anything that might incriminate themselves. Now, the thing that I've not heard people talk about is, and I think Diane mentioned this is not a legal matter. We cannot assume, hey Lolly, how you doing? We cannot assume that she has not retained legal counsel, and we cannot assume that the legal counsel has not advised her, as many lawyers do, defense attorneys. Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk particulars about things, and let the system work. Okay, let the system work. I would not be surprised on more. Yes, Donnie, America, different than the Napoleonic system of guilty until proven innocent. We're very much the reverse here. And we probably saved ourselves a lot of torment and a lot of punishment, a lot of mob violence, and railroading of people that would have taken place without that. Because we see when people move as a big group, it's a very scary thing to have a big group coming down on you. And you have your defenders and you have your prosecutors, as is their right. I suspect that having the rumblings of this of people asking for receipts, which evidently, I mean, in some cases, people a couple years ago have asked about that, but they were kind of brushed off as not significant, because that that bond of trust was very much in place till it got to the point within the last month or two where that bond of trust seriously started to come under question. And then we have a situation where what we're in today. Now, how do I think it's going to play out? If I know Diane as I think I do, and not as well as most people on both sides of the issue, I think that she took a giant step back. Initially fought to preserve that trust by not giving it a lot of attention initially and just pushing off to the wayside. Okay, like, okay, you either trust me or you don't, or you don't donate money or don't. Here's what the deal is, and I'm not getting into the wherewithals of whether it's my money now or now I'm raising my own money. Because there was a time when things were earmarked for St. Jude, right? That's what I gave for that cause too. Hey, Joey. Well, thank you. Like I say, I'm not really involved. Every time I drink this half and half, I get all clogged up. I believe that she took a gigantic step backwards here, and she did two things. I believe, number one, that she examined the lay of the land on YouTube, and maybe in a way of curiosity, her curiosity being piqued, maybe she sat back and just examined to see what the fallout would be, to see where the chain of trust still remained in the community, knowing that things are coming to a boil. People are being separated off to two sides. Those that if you want your money back, I'll give it back to you, and again, we can't imply we can't imply that because money was returned to somebody that you know, somehow St. Jude's doesn't get the money or whatever. To me, it looked like a way to separate, to find people that are still believers in the chain of trustworthiness, and the people that believe that maybe something criminal has occurred. So I believe that she stood back for a while here and just saw how the community kind of sifted out here and how things came to their current point. Okay, that's number one. And number two, I have to believe, now this is ensconced in our Constitution. It's one of the principles of one of the very bedrock principles of our whole justice system in America. Until something can be proved to have happened, then legally we side with the person that's defending themselves against this activity. What do I believe is going to happen? I believe that she has now taken her time, probably worked with St. Jude's on an internal accounting basis, and probably taken her time and gone back and tried to reconstruct and do a thorough job, maybe with an accountant or somebody like that, to try to reconstruct a picture of the course of donations over those 3 years or so. I really believe in my heart of hearts that this is what will be forthcoming. Okay, I really believe that is going to be, I think at that point in time, she will show things, because she will have already sort of had the community go through the sifter here of who still has trust vested in me and who does not. Okay, to what purpose that serves, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what purpose that serves. But sometimes it's nice to know how faithful people are, you know, and it is nice sometimes to look at that bond of trust in real life and feel like, yeah, that's thank you, honey, or thanks for sticking up for me, or this, or oh, I'm ashamed. You know, like she said last night, there were some people that she was really surprised that it jumped the fence on her. So I really believe that that's probably the way that's going to shake out. Will everybody be satisfied? No. I think some people will pick over some things and look at things, which is their absolute right to do so, and to examine all the information. But I believe, knowing her and her impeccable attention to detail and things like that, that I think that gradually over the coming, you know, if not Friday night, then sometime in the future, I think everything will be laid out to the community here, and then people will have to decide at that point in time. So, do I believe that she did for St. Jude's everything that she said she was going to do? All the donations, all the merchandise automatically goes to St. Jude's. So my answer would be yes. I believe, because she's shown nothing to break that bond of trust. Are people within their right to ask for receipts? I believe that they are. But asking and getting are two different things. And I think maybe she wants to put a big composite picture together, instead of coming out and doing something that's possibly totally piecemeal and could end up being a ham-fisted presentation that could cause more trouble than it could solve. Hello, Miss Diane. And I think that she's very wary about how things get presented and how things put together. Now, I could be totally wrong. The thing might develop further into a shit show or whatever. But for me, and I've voiced this in a couple places, absent rock solid 100% proof, 100% proof, then I think I still have to stay on the side of Diane, ladies' night until something truly comes along and breaks that bond of trust, which is still remains in place as far as I'm concerned. Other people, hey Cheryl, other people feel differently. We said the same thing to Tucker. Remember, I've never weighed in on Tucker or the events that transpired or whatever, because at this point in time, I still have not seen concrete evidence that St. Jude's has not received the money. Yes, we've seen doctored receipts. Now that casts a tremendous shadow of a doubt, and it pushes a lot of people over to the side. It certainly raises doubts in my mind. But I think the danger is we accelerate the ladies' night situation just because of what apparently, but not absolutely, happened in the way of what came down with the Tucker situation, because we do have a precedent there, right? We do have a charity that is receiving the windfall, hopefully, of the good spirit and good heart of people. Same charity, two different, one in the Boyd and one in the drama community. So I think that's what's also got people a little frenzied up, is the recognition that yes, this stuff can happen, and things can be doctored, and deceit can take place. But as for me, I think if I'm following the strict principles of law, and I'm not a lawyer, I did do some pre-law work under philosophy, but I know how basic and cherished that principle is, of innocent until proven guilty. So it really remains, when some people say, a gal came on tonight and said, prove that Diane prove that Diane took the money. And then the gal's response was, prove that Diane didn't take the money. Well, you can't prove a negative in a court of law. You can't prove that somebody did do something. The only thing that you can do is prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that somebody did do something. And we don't have that moment of time where we can make the decision. Now, let me just say again, do I agree 100% in how things were handled? No. Do I think that sometimes it tends to be a little high-handed and a little rough cut? But the drama communities are rough and tumble community, right? So it's their arena, their rules, right? On Boyd, we kind of play without helmets, and over on the DC, they tend to play without padding and helmets sometimes. So it's a very, very, very difficult issue. And of course, receipts always solve everything. But I think in some people's mind, it does set up in their mind that it does come down to an issue of total and complete trust. Either you trust me or you don't. And that's where we stand today. So I hate to draw that out, but I want to make that perfectly clear, because I don't want anybody to come back and say that I have a dog in the fight. I've not done videos about it. I don't title things like that, because it's not my business. I feel like it would be kind of unseemly for me to title something, and go ranting on it. I'm not involved in it. I'm really, thank you, Kitty. I'm really not involved in it at all. So I really mind my P's and Q's when I go into chats, and only when somebody asks me, or I'll put a comment in the comment section, then I'll just express how I feel. Try to just tell people my thought about the rule of law and the rule of evidence, and the constitutional foundations of innocent until proven guilty. So that's where we stand on that. And that's where that's how I feel about it. So my expectation is I think everybody will, Diane has also done something that, Diane has continued to sit in place and do and make her pop-up appearances here and there. And I feel like I'm a poker player, okay? I'm a poker player, right? And we know in the game of poker, it doesn't matter if you're playing Texas Hold'em what two cards you start with. If you can suss your opponent out, it doesn't matter if you're holding the lowest starting hand in poker, a unsuited 2-7. If you can control somebody psychologically and push in on them all in, you can win the game. Okay. I think I know a plan when I see it. I think I know the way the mind works, and I think I know the way that things are going to come out, and I would bet on it. The original version. Well, thank you, Cheryl. What does it mean? Cheryl's telling you the proof of the pudding, right? And remember, when they talk about when they talk about liquor, that's a different kind of proof. Mm-hmm. In that case, the early days of the British Navy, they would buy rum and things, and the merchants would water it down and try to cheat the Navy. So they required that to be at 100 proof. And the way they knew it was 100 proof was that it would catch on fire if you lit it. Anything that didn't catch on fire or prove was, the merchant was thrown in irons or whatever, or keel hauled or whatever. So that's where the term proof comes from, that you prove the alcohol content in it, huh? Right? Now, I know some people will probably be mad at me because I don't, come down on the other side of the issue. But at least say this for me. I've been polite to everybody. I've been pretty thorough in my own thought processes on this. And I've not singled anybody out or not sent one negative thing to anybody in regards to this in the various chats that I have just popped in for a few minutes to say hi and just to hear. That's right, no dog in the fight. But you have to admit it's a very interesting thing to be involved in. Am I a donor to St. Jude's? I'm a personal donor to St. Jude's too, because I do believe in the cause. Not big amounts of money, but I'm also somebody that believes in integrity, and also that chain of trust that should remain unbroken until it's broken. It's under a lot of stress right now. It's under a tremendous amount of stress. Will it break? That's the big question. That's the big question. So that's what we're all waiting to see. The proof of the pudding is in the pie. So I hope that answered my issue on that, because you do have to walk delicately when you're in the middle, because you don't want to get people mad. You don't want to get people upset that they're your friends, and you always hope that your friends are understanding that we all can reach different conclusions and different ideas about the same set of things that appear to us, and draw our own conclusions. Thank you, Kittykins. I appreciate that. What's up, Mouse? Yeah, relationships have been damaged. Thank you, Glitter. It's much better to give to receive. It is. It's great. But I have, I don't want to say enjoyed, but I've certainly taken to the prospect of just analyzing the situation and just trying to look at things from both sides. The danger point where, and you'll see this often occur with thumbnails and things like that, is instead of sticking to the basic facts of the argument, we start to attack the person themselves. And we see that with thumbnails of, like a wizened old lady, with a cigarette, or so. We're they don't allow these things to happen in real legal proceedings. But this is not a court of law. This is YouTube, right? Hey, Binsk. And what happens is what happened now. Things spill over. They spill out of the channel of facts of the case, and then it becomes, well, this is what this person did to me, and do you know what they did in the past? And I'm gonna drag this person because of what they did to me in the past, and now the Thanksgiving feast is on the table. That really gets us no closer to solving the whole issue. When you think about it, it just tends to inflame people. Now, I understand this is 2021 and people want things to be fast. They want the people's court. They want to ship these characters off to Hollywood, get them up there, Judge Judy or whatever, 5 minutes, justice is done. It doesn't work that way in the real world. When people's when people's reputations are on the line, and when that chain of trust is being stressed almost beyond belief, you better believe that people are going to take their time. Whether it's an organization like St. Jude, or whether it's ladies' nights, the ball is truly in their court. And as much as people want instant answers, they're not going to be forthcoming that quickly. Could they be? Of course they could. But like I said, I think the chain of trust, that implicit trust in somebody, and impugning somebody's character without full facts or proof, in this particular case, not other cases of what was done to other people or whatever, stick to the facts of the case, right? Then we have to be as patient as patient can be, right? Somebody have an earthquake or something? Yeah, you think you had an earthquake? Okay, so that's just my thoughts on it. And I've taken a lot of time over the last couple days. I've been working, trying to get a lot of work done this week, like today, so that I can be free to help the boss next week. Kittykin said, answer this, Rosie, if you can. Would you provide the donation receipts if it was you? I would provide. Well, yeah. I learned a long time ago that on-the-spot accountability with traceable evidence is always the best policy. I can't be 100% sure that evidence will come through in this case. I'm just guessing because my chain of trust has not been broken yet. Okay, so I'm going to stick on the side of waiting until real concrete evidence comes forth. Would I do it differently? Yes. A long time ago when I joined and we had live streams and things like that, I tried to help people with things, and a lot of that stuff backfired. But because of my own stupidity, and I've owned that and I've talked about that, having too much faith vested and too much faith vested in a person's problem to be problems that they can overcome and get to a better life, whether it's alcoholism or whatever. And I was proven to be dead wrong, and I had to own that stuff. But the one smart thing I did, was never handle money for any person or any organization. In fact, back in 2015-16, when things blew up and people didn't do what they said that they were going to do, then I decided, I would do baking streams, bikini baking on Friday night, and I would put a link in the side chat. and just tell people, hey, if you gave something, and I would pick an organization every week, Wounded Warrior Project, the whatever, St. Jude's, and people could hit that link, and I would say put in the comment section down below if you made a donation or something like that. So we could still have the feel-good factor without having the risk of handling money. But yes, I would have dedicated, part of one ladies' night per month or whatever to say, hey, here's the way, maybe the 10th of the following month. Here's the accounting for January of 2018. Let's go over this so that there's no issues at all. Was that done? Not to my knowledge. Would it be? Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to have that accountability. But if it's proven that nothing wrong was done, of course, the loser tends to be, I think, St. Jude's, because you lose an organized way of donating and funneling money. Yeah, YouTube takes some off the top, but there is something to be said for having that telethon sort of effect that we're all in it together. And yeah, we know it's YouTube's like an overhead. Like if they have a telethon or something like that, they still have to pay stage crew and lighting, and not everything's donated and given, so it becomes an overhead factor. But there is a rallying aspect to being able to sit up there, tell the stories, and gather that momentum of people giving from the heart. And it's a very powerful tool for raising money. That'll probably be lost now, that tool. And that might be my biggest regret, is that if it all comes out that there's no problem at all, which I expect it to, then the whole fundraising would have been severely blunted or whatever. But I haven't followed enough, because I've heard, well, it changed to personal donations and all that, and then I'll make them, and that's fine. As long as people know the rules of the game and that it has changed. I'm not. Hey, Teresa, look at this, honey. Right. Woo. Yeah, that's great. That shows the power of community that a YouTube channel could raise millions of dollars. So I've told you again, it's a very dangerous thing, and it comes down to a lot of things about my own. I'm taking the month of January, and I'm still mulling over things on my channel about the whole aspect of the monetary aspect of things. Just getting myself a time out to sort of think about things and not be willy-nilly about the whole process of channel support and donations, just to make sure I'm staying true to my mission of being creative and bringing content, to make sure I'm doing my part of it, and I'm not just coasting on friendships and just people coming together at a gathering place and, hey, Susie, and having a good time. I think this time out has been great for me, because some nights I've sat after I finished in the shop last night and I uploaded that video. I just sat in a chair listening to the evening streams and just thought long and hard about how's it affect me, and how is it having a negative effect on things? I don't think so at this point in time. I haven't really broken my stride, but I am trying to get back to more recorded content to provide real value back, enduring value. Hey, Mark, that's going to be enjoyed for years. Trying to stay true again, trying to make a little course correction so we don't land on the sun, but we land on Earth, right? Making sure. And I think that that's a good thing to sit back for everybody. and once in a while and think about things. Am I still being paid by YouTube? Of course I am. Okay. And for many years, that was the norm around here, right? That was the only way, right? There were no super chats. There were no Patreons. There were no channel memberships. There was merch, but it was very awkward for selling merch. And now things are very streamlined. And I'm afraid in a lot of ways that sometimes it comes too easy, and I think that that's the dangerous. I think that's the dangerous aspect of the process, is that you have to make sure that you're valuing that each and every step along the way. I think that that's the critical, very, 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 very critical thing, because as platforms grow and people get a bigger voice on here on YouTube, the tendency can be to become corrupted and to see dollar signs in your eyes and be drawn to that. And I think, hey, how you doing, babe? And I think that that's kind of that's the shoals of shallow water that can tear the hull out of your YouTube ship. You know, if you're not careful, money comes too easy. You start to cut corners, and we have these whole issues of flows of money that are sometimes enormous. Okay, and it can be a danger as well as a blessing to channels. I'm no leader, Simon. I just keep my snoot clean. But it really doesn't. Well, it takes time to build it up, Binsk. I've told people before, you better value, you have to weigh off at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Am I earning this, or am I just coasting on this? And coming into January, I thought, I feel like I'm coasting a little bit here. And I didn't like the feeling. And I used a bit of the cover of winning at the in Las Vegas, but I've had to have a hard think about things and just make sure that money does not become a corrupting influence, because it can also lead you down paths where you don't want to go. You may be drawn to start to create content just specifically designed to get the money machine printing money. You know what I mean? People can start to get hurt in the process, and feelings can be hurt, all for the sake of sometimes views and money. And I think that's a particularly dangerous area to go into. Yes, things that are scripted, right? These are the things. Well, thank you, Quirky. I'm no saint, man. I've screwed up a ton of times. My detractors will tell you that on YouTube. But I've tried to learn from that, whether it's mistakes made on other media platforms, whether it's mistakes made in the past with, trying to help people out with a good heart. And the attention was nice too. And the feeling of, that was the first time I really tasted the potential power of organizing people to raise money. And it was a little bit scary. And it's kind of a good thing that it blew up, right? Because all of a sudden it was just like, well, you're off course, stop doing stupid shit. Well, you do other stupid shit, yeah. Okay, well, I'm pulling myself back on course again. How you doing, beep beep? And I've tried to sort of use that feedback to keep myself on the how you doing, cyanide, to make those adjustments, because it scares me sometimes, the power of these platforms. And we see this unfolding case in the drama community right now, the power to influence thousands of people people's feelings getting hurt, and old grudges being settled, and it's really something to observe. It really is, and so I've tried to knock myself down a couple pegs. I've tried to back off from this crap a little bit, and watch my mouth a little bit. Yeah, money is amazing. People are good. That's right. But it's so easy, I believe, to get corrupted on the social media platform. We see it all the time. I mean, there's a reason I get, my channel's a dinky, by YouTube standards, it's dinky. But I'm still getting 8 to 10. Could you, how much would it cost to have you talk about this? Or we have this, Jackery power pack. We know you're an RVer of influence. Really? Am I? Here's the smallest drone in the world. Okay, you want me to do a video and destroy your drone in 3 seconds? I've done that before. Right? And I think that I have always said no to those product placement things and all that kind of, would you wear this? Would you do? They'd laugh at me if I wore that. They'd be like, well, where the fuck did Rosie go? Huh? Who in the hell is this? Right? In other words, you're going to get a lot of opportunities not to be true to yourself. And it can be in a very material world, and I'm not going to sound like an a-hole here, but it can be very easy to be led off course. And it's another reason I haven't had and I've told you guys before, other people have channel memberships, that's great. But to me, it just makes the channel uneven. And Dorito Bikini Company. To me, it makes the subscriber base uneven. And I know if I set out a membership, I could probably secure 500 or so memberships, but it would cost. It would cost. As I've said before, to have somebody that's never donated before, that can't afford, maybe on a very limited income, but loves the channel. Now I'm going to be doing special member only chats that they're never going to be able to enjoy. Plus I gotta script some content to come up with. You understand the path I'm going down. I don't like the way the road rolls out. I really don't. Thank you, Tammy. I don't like that. I don't like the way that road lays into the future. Okay, I don't want to feed the machine of low-hanging fruit and things you can provide. So I'll never have memberships. I'll never have a Patreon. I think is something a little different, because that's sort of outside of YouTube. And in that case, I don't really care if people have special videos for Patreon, or because you're leaving the YouTube platform. I could care less. About that, but I know channel memberships aren't for me, and I'm probably just lazy as shit about merchandise and stuff. But I don't really care about that stuff. I just don't. I didn't sign up to do that stuff. I just came on to be entertaining, to demonstrate some skills, whether it's construction, electronics repair, metal detecting, making moonshining, cooking, baking, travel. That's what I came on to do. A lot of stuff in your life sounds cool. Yeah, thank you, Vern. I guess I'm saying, when you build a presence on social media, and mine has certainly been spotted and pretty crappy in a lot of places, the temptations are many, and sometimes it just becomes irresistible when it comes to the temptations of money. You know what makes me kind of hold back about money is that I always thought, somebody asked me once, Rosie, what would you do if you won $1 million? Well, how would your life change? Or what if you won $10 million? And a lot of people's first reaction is going to be, oh man, I'm going to go out and get a Mercedes Benz, or I'm going to get me a big country estate or some big ass place in the Hollywood Hills looking down. But then I think down the road a little bit, and I really wonder, can I absolutely positively be sure that I would be happier with that money than I am now? In other words, being cheap, a person is frugal. Being a person that's happy with simplistic, and I value simplicity amazingly. I think to myself, no, that's going to change me beyond belief. And I may end up being a totally different person at the end of that experience. So I would rather not have something like that occur. Yeah, you could give a lot away to charity, and no doubt that I would. But I really think that this free flow of money can really have a corrupting influence potentially on people. And I didn't like the way I felt coming into January, when I thought I never would have done it, but I had people. Well, I'm not going to go down that path, but I want a jackpot, and some people would say, "Don't. Why would you share the jackpot, or why would you tell people about your big winnings in Vegas?" Because, well, the joy of being a small-time hitter for all this time, the chickens finally came home to roost, right? And I hit the big one. And my first thought was not about YouTube and support. My first thought was, yeah, this is another day in my life, right? This is another really cool thing that happened to me in the real world, right? And I thought, having people be psyched up for me and like, yeah, or hate my guts because, I'm lucky, or silently putting that money in my pocket and not ever mentioning that to anybody, the answer was clear to me at that point in time. And I'm glad there wasn't a hesitation on my part about that, because despite what some people claim, money's never been that big a motivator to me in my life. I don't care about fancy cars. I don't care about fancy clothes. I don't give a shit about fancy hotels. I could care less about fancy meals. In fact, I revel in seeing how cheap I can live, because I think in that cheapness is a lot more fun and a lot more excitement. So yeah, I'm very glad too, Philip, that I told about the win. That really helped me a lot. It really helped me a lot. And people say, oh, Rosie moans about dry bags or whatever. I just put facts out there about the health insurance and what it costs for a 62-year-old person. It ain't cheap. But I pay it, and I go forward, and I try not to bring real life stuff over to YouTube. So I'm extraordinarily happy about that. And yes, I do believe in taking care of my mods, because they show up all the time, and they do a great job. And other people can do as they wish, and God love them. That's their right to do so. But I can't sit here night after night. And a lot of people a lot of my mods don't participate in that, let's be clear. And I don't single out the ones that do, that's up to them. But if I didn't at least make the effort to show them that they're an integral part of what helps make this a good community, not only by their faithfulness, but by adhering to principles that we all agree on, and on the way that we want live streams to be, so we slowly build a community of people that aren't drawn to drama, that aren't drawn to the low-hanging fruit of views and things like that, and just come in and have a good time. And we just slowly grow it here, and we're all happy. giving my mods something every month's not going to change my, it's not going to dent my finances. If anything, I'm kind of in a stronger position now because now the van is paid off, and that's a great thing. So, yeah, no drama side chat too. Yeah, so I'm very happy about that because I have to have a conscience when it's these channels are never a solo effort, and my moderator core never really changes, so people know exactly how to come into the channel and how to the expectations, which aren't many, of the way to conduct yourself into my chat as opposed to the more freewheeling chats, which are great, and that's their right to do that, right? That's their right to have those kind of chats. But the stability is the key to this channel. And you don't have stability unless you're constantly reaching out to your moderator core and saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I'm blessed at any point I go live, I'll usually have one, usually two or more in the chat, which is a fantastic thing. And believe me, they ain't doing it for the money. All right. They get more flipping burgers at McDonald's for an hour than anything like that. But at least the effort's made to try to show them that I do value what they do in here. Thrilled that you look healthy. Yeah, I'm feeling good, Kyle. I've been exercising yesterday, walking down to and from the dealer and working my ass off. Friday is going to be a tough day. I have to move stuff all day long, but it's okay. And then next week I have after the Super Bowl, I have the boss and Janet. But that's what I need to do for friends. You know, as many times as they have been here for me, I need to step up and give whatever it takes to help the boss out, and I'm happy to do that, and I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl for sure. So that's just the way I feel about channels, and sometimes it's good to just take a step back. And I've said before, just because the tools are available to you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to avail yourself of them. And one of the things that I determined in late 2018 or 19, when they dropped channel memberships down to everybody, it used to be you had to have 30,000 subscribers to have a channel memberships. Well, YouTube's drive for money, Google's drive for money changed that. So anybody could have memberships at that point in time. And that's fine. That's great. But I thought something like that could be a danger to a flat channel, right? Flat channel that some people may not be able to see content. Some people, the expectation of coming in and dishing dirt, and I have no taste for that stuff. No taste for that. Yeah, mods do a great job here, and people realize how having a really stable, good core of moderators is critical to running a chat, especially a solo chat like I've been running. It'll be 2 years in April. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. So anybody have any questions or anything about my thoughts on the DC events, the drama community events, or what was the best thing about you winning in Vegas is guess where we get to see the excitement. Yeah, and also me stupidly not even understanding what size machine I was sitting on, and my confusion and trying to figure out why I was going to be paid $2,000 instead of $1,000. You can just hear me stupid on the video. Oh, well, maybe this is double, or maybe it's double payout day at the casino or something stupid. The mods are not so many. That's exactly correct. They're, very few, and I don't have to worry about, let's say, cyanide cupcakes. She's put down the wrench before in here because she thought it was, wasn't particularly keen of who I was who was with me at that time and the content that we were making. But she did something very responsible. She messages me, she sends me a Gmail, and she says, Rosie, I don't want to be a part of this. I love being a mod, but my I don't want to say standards, but I can't be a part of these streams. Okay. Now, she could have gone in there, she could have hidden her channel and gone in there and wreaked holy hell with the hidden ranch and knocking people out left and right. But that's not the ethics that she has, right? That's not the way that she's designed. So she tells me I'm putting my wrench down for a while. These are the kind of people. The Scottish Theron, she steps away once in a while for a while. These are the kind of people that I have absolutely. You want to talk about that chain of trust, right? That chain of trust is solid as a rock. Yes, it got broken one time with the ginger no soul situation, but we got over that. We got over that. Yeah, you'll never have a rogue mod in here, right? You can never say never, but these, for the most part, these ladies that are in here and doing their job, they would rather text me and tell me, Rosie, you are like a total douchebag. Bye, take my wrench, I'm gone. They're not the kind of people to engage in a practice like that. And we've seen other chats have had horrendous things occur on the chat streams, and bad things that have resulted in channel terminations and things. It's a different world on YouTube now. YouTube's more and more starting to close in and want to see chat streams that are well moderated and with few flaggings and complaints about them, things like that. So remember, everything feeds into the algorithm. Hey, big dog. Everything feeds into the algorithm of YouTube. The less attention they have to give you, the more likely they're going to just stick you out there and let you do your thing because you're battle proven. But if the algorithm starts to perceive that there's trouble, then the algorithm is going to you're not going to be showing up in recommended streams and things like that. So you're really shooting yourself in the foot if you care about building a channel. Now, a lot of people don't, but I'm saying you can certainly see some of the issues that have happened across the community here, and it's not my business, but you can't help but just watch. So it's just it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. Being called in there, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe that's one of the things. I guess that's maybe one of the things that, being a little older and have kicking around a lot longer. Yeah, I enjoyed my hell-raising times, and it's just, as you get older, you just want to settle into a groove and not, and kind of steer clear of controversy. Thank you, Jojo. You're sweet. Yeah, every time I look at Cheryl, she's got Agnes Moorehead on there now. When a negative trolling, I don't get a chance to get upset. Yeah. And that actually, over time, it's a slower process, but it attracts a core of people that you have faith in, that are out there that do like a kind of chat that's drama free. But that doesn't give you a license to go out there and also shoot off your mouth about other people's what else is going on YouTube. You don't have that right to do that, in my opinion. Especially when it comes to other chats and chat hosts and things like that. In no way, shape, or form would I ever criticize anybody else's, and never have anybody else's chat format, what they do, or anything. It's not my place to do that. And I find that on YouTube, if you give respect, you get respect. And if you steer clear of getting embroiled in things, then you can have still a pretty smooth sailing. But if you want to get in there and roll up your sleeves and start punching away, you're going to really get embroiled. Isn't this beautiful? This thing is so comfortable. This is a long sweatshirt too. It's really nice. It's bitten and wind and it comes back in your face. So that's always been another guiding principle of mine. You may not like the content, you may not like the way that things come down, but at the end of the day, it's not your channel. All you and that person have to be responsible for is keeping the ball inside of the inbounds on the playing court. That's your job. Okay? You and I are the same age. With age comes wisdom. Yes, it does, Kitty. Hopefully. Yeah, the mods, it's nice to come in and see the same core. You know exactly what to expect. Sometimes some show up and others don't, but it's a blessing. Some people don't like, sometimes they get hit by the mods or things happen, but they're just trying to do the very best that they can. As Cheryl always pointed, she said, this side of the screen is you, this side of the screen is your mods. And I've learned the hard way, keep your fingers off of the right? Keep your hands clear of the machine, Rosie. You do the content. You do, yeah, Rosie stays over there, exactly. Right, so I've learned, keep your hands out of the machine, because every time I ever try, yeah, you and the mods, every time I have ever tried to do something on the stream, I always make a friggin' disaster out of it, right? Oh, Rosie, you just hit the wrong person, or Rosie, no, that was... yeah, so yeah, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars, right? Exactly. So I've learned my lessons on that. And when we work as a team, it is fantastic. It really is, and I've been so blessed with them. What? Oh yeah, one time, I don't even know how that happened. I think I hit the wrong person or something and I unmodded Missy. Boy, oh boy, I had to figure that crap out. I had to figure that crap out. Yeah, I'm Chris's cousin, so sometimes things go family first, right? Hey, Hi Watch, how you doing? What's going on? How you been? You were trying to give me my... How'd that work out, Cyanide? But you always hope, and I have that... I've talked at the beginning of this stream about that chain of trust. And as much as I trust my moderators, they have to trust me too. And like I say, when you can look at this core of people and be absolutely sure that if one of them got really pissed off at you, which they very well might, rather than wreak total destruction, they would just come and say, hey, this ain't for me anymore, carry on, best of luck. Can anybody else 100% say that on the channel that's moderated? Right. So that's it. A lot of mods and channels are power hungry. I'm on several, and it's so hard not to tell a fellow mod that they are being a total. Yeah, I hear you. And I got Tammy in here, who's a wonderful My World in OKC. Just you know, people with great big hearts. Yeah, do they get involved in the drama? Do I wince sometimes? Oh man. I can't believe XYZ said that on chat, but they're individuals on YouTube with their own right to run their own business, and I never consider it reflective on me, just like they don't consider my my opinions reflective on them, right? Right. And that's the bottom line on that. So having done all that, let's go get ourselves something to eat. Our car's running good. We got no warning lights on the dash, which which is a beautiful thing. All clear. Alright, let's get underway. Oh, I try to respond to comments, right? Only if I'm engaged in something that I have to keep my wits about me, but at least I tell people I apologize if I'm not seeing the side chat right now, because it's very easy to appear rude, and I never want to be rude. Sometimes I miss people, but I think people not by now know that it's never done on purpose. But you have to remember, I'm watching a very tiny screen here, and I can't see, I only get 3 lines at a time. Yeah, warning lights require electrical tape, huh? Let me get this a little tighter view here. Well, they also did the tire for me. I mean, it wasn't just nothing. I mean, they also did the 70,000 mile checkup. They did a lot of different things. I didn't go over every single thing that they did. Plus, if you had to reach that thermostat, you would be out of your mind to get down there to get that thing changed. This compartment is packed so tight. Yeah, well, unfortunately for me, it's not for the, I just trying to kind of stay away from fried food. So I know the burgers are fried, but that's okay. I mean, I'm trying to stay away from deep fried things here. So plus Popeyes is crazy expensive in our area, right? Ooh, your heat's blowing cold. Well, you don't want that in winter time for sure. The night belongs to Charger. Do. Yeah, nothing like a tightly packed compartment. How you doing, cooking? Good to see you. Yeah, nothing like a tightly packed compartment. Yeah, that's your resistors, which your resistor board probably went out on one side. It's probably a dual control system. Tarjay. I really do want to get this windshield changed out. No, I've never. Maybe they serve Thrift's ice cream at Rite Aid. I'm thinking I've seen that before. Tarjay, yeah, I think I've seen Thrift ice cream at the Rite Aid, but I'm not really a big ice cream eater. I hope I'm not in a damn turn lane here. Yes, I am. Thank you. Wonder if Denny's still looks like they're closed down there. What the hell the story is. Careful what you wish for. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, it's most appreciated. I know I haven't been on since yesterday morning. I was just deeply engrossed in that repair project, trying to bring back that AM on that HK unit. Three coins in a fountain. Which one will this do? Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now. Man, you'd sure as hell never want me to be an Uber driver. In a way, they just don't have any lights in this city. It just sucks. This is the most poorly lit city. Son of a... Just the lighting. Hey Jesse, how you doing, my friend? Just really piss poor lighting. It's almost like something you'd see in China in 1990. I don't know what the hell they are. They're just weak as hell. And I'm hitting every yellow light tonight. Red light. Who is that? Is that Gigi? How you doing, babe? Surprised this light didn't turn red on me. This is Santa Rosa, California. Hey, NorCal dude, how you doing, James? My casino buddy. I hate this. Now I gotta pop into this dope's lane here. What a maneuver. Surprised this guy didn't ram his car up my rear here. 3 coins. Night. We'll survey the dining scene later. There's the buffet. I don't know if anybody's eating under the tent or not. La da do 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 do. At least the rain stopped. That could be it for about 10 days now. For me, it's just easier. I had so much work I did today. Work. I'm just don't feel like fitting around the kitchen. Thank you for the generous Rosa and Shimei for the Dutch Brothers cards. I'm not sure if I put them in my wallet yet. I think they might still be sitting in a pile at home. But, today is Hump Day. Yeah, thank you. Glad to be streaming. Streaming will always be near and dear to my heart. I just always love that interactive aspect of it. Hey, what's up? Is that Tribe? Tribe Ski, what's going on? Yeah, well, we're not in core downtown, but I'll be checking it out. Yeah, that was very generous of you and Shimei, Reza and Shimei, thank you. Be thinking of you every time. What's the D&D? Yes, I did. I have that in my wallet too, Susie. Thank you, baby doll. Susie gave me a Dunkin' Donuts. Unfortunately, we don't have any DD in this town, so thank you, my girl. Yep. So when I'm on the road and I see a DD, woo! Yeah, I love everything I got was so fantastic. This sweatshirt, the pizza cutting wheel, all the stuff in the mods, the treats that Teresa sent. I'm going to confess to you guys, she sent these maple candy treats. I'm going to be honest with you, those things are long gone, man. You talk about a premium candy. How you doing, Tribe? Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, you ever have real maple syrup candy? It is just an amazing experience. It tastes, that stuff just melts in your mouth. It is so good. I blew through that box like it was nothing. And Jody, I still have your wonderful gift cards there. And it's the kind of thing I think long and hard about how I'm going to spend that. I don't just willy-nilly, just because I have it, I run down there. So. And the necklace terror is going to be coming up in June, Cheryl, so that'll be a good chance for her to open what you sent for her. So very thoughtful. I think it was it Scottish that night? Yeah, I think it was Scottish that night that bought my dinner at the restaurant. I just, I don't know, that's had a stupid moment. I'm like, nobody ever bought me a meal, and I'm just like, Jesus, right? That was a funny night. Oh God, I'll never do that again. Oh man, look at this line. Nobody coming in the other direction, so here we go. We're used to this roll. Slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll. Hey, off the wrench. hook me up to a sweet tea. You like that sweet tea? I'm just not a tea drinker. Tap your brakes. Tap your booty. Tap your booty. Yeah, let's try not to do that tonight, Teresa. Although it sure as hell made interesting content that night, right? La da da. Yeah, Jamaican food is good. I like jerk chicken. Yeah, I think one of my crowns has gone bad, so I have to deal with that. They're using a they're using a leaf lettuce. Good. It was a one time. I'd never hit the box before, but they had the alignment slightly off that night, so you couldn't. There were cars too far towards me, so you couldn't. That's why they kept backing people up, right? You couldn't make the turn in properly there. Yeah, it's like an iceberg leaf lettuce. Tonight I think I'm just going to get 2 regular hamburgers and a drink. Yeah, we don't even have a Winco here. That's just a truck that's sitting parked there. What you want to do is eat a lot of carbs, Jojo. So what else has gone on? Anybody doing anything exciting for the Super Bowl? Oh, like Winco, I guess. Yeah, that is a truck. It's moving. I don't know. What size did you? Oh, it's a yeah. This is an extraordinarily comfortable sweatshirt, because this sweatshirt really goes down like halfway down my thigh. Therefore, the cold air doesn't get up my back some. It's amazing, and the material feels really. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very refined sweatshirt. It's pretty amazing. Now, I don't want to double. Well, I've asked Janet if she needs anything. I figure I'm donating my talents with the boss next week, so for days, so I don't feel too compelled to I'll figure something out. I always ask her if she wants me to bring something. Yep, this Sunday in Tampa, she makes a guacamole dip, so you're not going to beat that. Yep, Bobby's coming. Nachos, pizza, and cupcakes. All right. You're going all out, Jody, huh? Won't you be my neighbor? Yep. I remember that. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm not sure. Eating a lot of corn. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well, the boss, I'm lucky to have the boss as a friend. And I look forward to the chance to do something to help him out, so I'm excited about that. I'm not sure what the crowd situation will be. I can't believe that, they may say Florida's wide open or whatever, but they don't want it to be a super spreader event, right? So. Yeah, I know I'm going to look like a burger soon. It's so simple. And when I've had long days like I'm having lately, and the calorie count is decent, I'm going to skip the onion tonight. They threw a half an onion on last night. There's the end of the Disneyland ride over there. We got to go through the maze first. The Small World ride. Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Yeah, onion's good, but it gets my it gets my throat all slobbered up like half and half. I can't even use half and half anymore. I have to cut over to a non-dairy creamer. I just have anytime I drink or eat anything dairy, I get all gummed up. $25,000 and 30,000 cutouts.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
2 hamburgers with lettuce, tomato, pickle, the spread.
Lettuce, tomato, pickle, and spread.
And ketchup, please.
And peppers.
No peppers.
Cool. No onions on it?
No onion.
Cool.
And medium Diet Coke, please.
Alright.
That's it.
Okay, cool. No fries today?
No, thank you.
Alright, then it's going to be $5.23 at the first one, okay?
Thank you. Wow, $5.23. What a bargain tonight. Yeah, I hate that. Especially when I'm talking and I don't have a drink in my hand and I've already talked for an hour and a half. And you can just feel that gumminess in your throat. I don't like that. Yep, medium Diet Coke. What would you have, Tribe? The sweet tea? Hey, Jay. Would Tribe have the sweet tea? Yeah, the In-N-Out. 25,000 attendance. It's okay. Yeah, I'm saying in California, $5.23 for 2 of these burgers is great. It's a great price. Hey, Ma Teresa. Yeah, I got to go pick up some Claritin. That's the only thing that really helps me. It is a bargain in California, but after, you're right, Susie, after about an hour or so, it passes. Same reason I'm not really drawn to ice cream at all. Wow, Benadryl every night. Yeah, I know, Tribe. I couldn't believe it. I came down last May or June, whatever I came. One year I came down. Oh man, my allergies were so bad in Las Vegas. I'm like, there's nothing even growing here. What the hell? The hell am I allergic to? And they said, oh, these certain trees, they bring in, release tons of pollen or whatever. I don't know what the hell it was. My favorite flavor shake would be a vanilla. No, I think a drink is going to be, but it's already clearing. You can already tell it's clearing already. It's just that half and half is just too rich. Yeah, I'll bring my coffee. Johnny, tell me if I can bring anything for the, pick anything up for the Super Bowl. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing in Vegas. Just message me, Janet, if I can bring you something. Now, I am coming over Sunday with Bobby. Then I got to come back, and then I don't know what day. Then I got to come back. So I have something I got to do early Monday, and then I'm free for the week. Just drinks. Okay, beer. All right. No, I'm good. I think honey would gum me up. I feel fine now. It's already passed. You can tell it's already gone. It's just that first half hour after I use a cream product, it's no bueno. Got your new coffee maker. Thanks for sharing, Quirky. Oh, God. Jeez. You don't know whether Quirky's trolling you or what the hell. Conversation on Hump Day. No, I'm getting regular burgers. Not yet, Tammy. I gotta put that in the rotation. I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm probably gonna take the Dutch Brothers down to the Boston Janet's, because I'm gonna be there a few days. So. Hey, Nikki. Oh, this is nothing tonight. Glenda, this is nothing tonight. Yeah, see the way they take your order outside there, and that really speeds things up. That's right, Sonny. That's exactly right. They got security that keeps an eye on stuff too. Yeah, melatonin's good for me. Plus, I'm on the path to quit smoking too. Way down on that. Maybe 5 a day right now, so I'll be extinguishing that habit. Kissing that baby goodbye. I'm doing good, detailer. Yeah, Sherry, I'm on my way. I know what I got to do. You know, I just, you know, all the pressure of pandemic and working and just the state of shit, the riots and things. Just my nerves got so jangled. I'll show you guys later this wonderful sweatshirt here, Nashville, and it's the only sweatshirt I've ever had that is like long. The length of it is long. Wow, dynamite, man, just dynamite. I was like, I'm so warm in this thing. I'm so fuzzy feeling in this thing. It's great. It's great. It's nice and big and roomy. I love it. Yeah, Benadryl will make you drowsy. Yeah, for sure. It is beautiful. Yeah, it's like a big hug, and that's why I wear these goofy sweatpants, because they're so damn comfortable. No, I've been to Wyoming. I've not been to Montana. Yeah, they're both worth visiting, I think. Well, let's see what we can do, Jody. That's a little funked up. Okay, let's. I got a thumbnail up there. God, I love my Hollywood moments. Well, they're comfortable for me in wintertime, and although this has certainly not been a cold winter, I like being snuggly. What about the laptop? Oh, well, thank you, Nikki. Oh, Jody, you're sweet. What about the laptop? I'm an old bird. What about the laptop? Did I miss something? Am I in trouble? I love math. Don't buy me a Gwyneth Paltrow vag candle. One of them blew up. Sonny has a Mac laptop, and a fan wants to know if she should unscrew it and mess around. Yeah, because if you should be able to unscrew the bottom, and you should see the fan right there, and you can very carefully take a vacuum cleaner with a soft brush or whatever and suck all that. You're going to have a lot of crap in there. Suck that out, and then you can get if you have a chance, if you see there's usually a axis that fan spins on, and you can remove the little label on there, and you can, if you get a little bit of really fine lubricant, like a watch lubricant, not like WD-40, and put a little bit, you want to suck it out. The compressed air is just going to blow it around, but clean that off with a soft vacuum brush, and then pull the label off the fan. There'll be a little pin bearing there, and you can put a little what they call watch oil on there, really fine oil that you can just put a tiny, teeny little drop on there. I mean, that's what I would try to do. The vag candle was a Gwyneth Paltrow. She said one that smelled like her Pussy. And then in the news, some woman was complaining because it blew up on her. I don't know what we got over here. Waiting for security to show up. These guys are like on this. But if it's complicated, you really need a set of fine screwdrivers made for computer. You could. The other alternative is to take it into a computer shop, because they may be able to drop a new fan in it for cheap, and or lubricate it or clean it or do a good cleaning for not too much. Yeah, people were buying that, and then one of them blew up, and I think a woman's suing the company because she can't get that smell out of her. What's that scent? Oh, I just got that latest from the Paltrow line. It's Eau de Pussy. Oh, yeah, man. Wow, okay. I'll see you later. Oh, Lord. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Rancho Taco. Thank you for your input, yes. Man, I don't want to even think about it. I'm eating dinner. Hey, I'm eating here, right? Right? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a time and place for everything, right? But, you know, it's hard to explain to the neighbors you're tasting candles, right? Plus, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what woman just wants to continuously smell her own, right? Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry about the smell. Just make yourself at home, right? Good Lord. What the hell is the world coming to? All right, we're in the on-deck circle here. Hey, Canadian girlie, how you doing, beautiful? Hope you're doing better. I don't know, you have to look it up. Gwyneth Paltrow candles. I don't know if it's called the badge or whatever it is. In and out, money order. Discharge. Good Lord, Star. Really? Discharge. Oh man, I'm eating here.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a hamburger with pickles and chilies and one medium Diet Coke.
No, it's 2 hamburgers.
2 medium Cokes?
No. 2 hamburgers.
2 hamburgers?
Yeah, you said 1.
Yeah, it's just you want to add another one?
No, I already had it on there. It's $5.43 for 2 of them. You got the wrong order.
No, he only charged you for 1.
Well, he took their order wrong then. It's 2 of
We
them.
can add another one.
Okay.
All right? Yeah, with the same.
Okay. No problem.
Would you like another Diet Coke or just
No,
two
just
hamburgers?
one
Okay.
medium. Yeah, he
So it's
got.
going to be $8.34.
Yeah, he got the order all cocked up out there.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Just number 93 added a hamburger with pickles and chilies.
No chili.
Thank you so much.
No chili. Did you say chili?
Yeah, they put chili. You don't want no chili?
No, I don't want any chili. This guy got everything screwed up. Lettuce, lettuce, tomato.
He doesn't want chilies on none of his hamburgers. No, none of them.
Jesus, this place. Fuck. Yeah, must be an off night tonight. Ugh. Jesus. Oh well, be cheerful. I don't know what the hell I'm getting tonight.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Here is a Diet Coke. Would you like any ketchup?
Yes, please.
Yeah, perfect. There's that. We're just working on that other hamburger. Let me go
Okay.
check on it.
Thank you. God knows what that's gonna be. Oh man. Man, oh man. Yeah, no wonder it was so cheap, right?
How you doing? You had a hamburger and a Diet Coke?
No.
No?
2 hamburgers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lettuce, tomato, no onion.
Sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Lettuce, tomato, no onion, and sauce, please.
This is one of the hamburgers. We're still waiting on that other add-on. Is it okay if you pull around? I'll bring it out to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. It's just one of them. I'll bring out the other one.
Okay. Oh my God, chili. Can you imagine? I want fucking chili on. Pardon my language. Let's see where we are now. Where am I supposed to sit here? Now, how in the hell am I going to get out of here? Right. I'm all right. I kept my cool. 32 degrees on the main street. It's just a problem. It was just a gal whose English is a second language, which is okay. I think I kept pretty cool. I don't know, but I don't want chili on there. That's for damn sure. Turn this blinker off. It's going to make me psychotic. Not much of a line now. Well, I like chili, but I don't like it on a hamburger. I don't want to destroy my sweatshirt. Hey, Mandy, how you doing, beautiful? Oh, Mandy's here. Yeah. You could have gotten a free meal. Right. That's why I love the Mandy girl. She got me all 100% up that one night. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, honey.
Have a nice night.
You too. Always keep your cool. All right, let's see how we get the hell out of here before we get pinched in by the incoming whores. Let's see. Where we take out a curb. Is there an exit up here? There is. Okay. That's cool. I hope that's an exit. Oh, shit, there's a cone up. I don't know. Let's see. Man, that was ugly situation tonight. That was ugly. Yeah, the bag looks good. Bag looks good. I learned there's no percentage in blowing your top, right? All somebody's gonna do is hock a loogie on your burger. Right? Hock a big green one, special sauce order. That Denny's is open with dining. Well, that's all about. Yeah, I'm really good with that. The squirts, right? There's Nurse Hillary. How you doing, Hillary? Isn't my blinker loud? I was in Chris's chat yesterday. He was parked outside his van, and his His dinger went off. He must have left his lights on. Ding, ding. I finally had to leave after 5 minutes. I was getting psychotic over there. Send food back just for that reason. I'm always very careful about that. Never, no matter what happens, never be disrespectful or anything. Kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a long way. Yeah, some dinger danger drove me crazy. I waited 10 minutes. I was going to say hi, and I'm like, hey, man, I've got to get the hell out of here, guys. I'm going psychotic listening to this bing, 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 bing. Boy, they got the flames full on. Don't back up on me, dope. What we got here? Wow, 2 people just pulled right through there? Really? Oh, boy. This guy just destroyed my flow tonight. Alright, there we go. Not much you can see in there, though. It's hard to see people in there. Maybe from the other side, I don't know. Alright, let me try one of these burgers of death tonight. I want to keep my sweatshirt really nice. Damn, it's got friggin' hot peppers on it. Man, that is hot as hell. Oh. Is Sparrow in here? Where's the Sparrow? Sparrow, you caught me with my mouth full tonight, so to speak. Just having an In-N-Out burger. I think I like the way Sparrow conducts herself. She's cute as a button, but man, she's got a mouthpiece on her. Man, my lips are on fire with this. Wow. I mean, they majorly screwed this. I'm dying of heat here. Shit. They got like a... oh, the hell with it. Bite the bullet. God, that's hot. They put jalapenos on it. Like tons of them. I never even knew that shit was an option. Yeah, they're good, but the problem is, Sparrow, you better double check your order before they put it in. God darn. My lips are on fire now. It is definitely a hot burger of doom. I swear to God, they punished me tonight. I swear they punished me tonight with this thing. Eyeliner's gonna come on. So how's it going, Sparrow? I haven't seen you around too much lately. I know how to put food away when I'm hungry as hell. But this is not pleasurable with all this heat on the hamburger. It's un-American. Thanks, Susie. You know why I'm not going to take the peppers off? Because I'll make a mess of my sweatshirt. That's why. There's no way I'm going to do that. There ain't no way I'm going to mess up this sweatshirt. I don't use hot sauce. Sometimes I'll have tapatio. Oh, that's sweet, Sparrow. I put Sparrow in the Tough Broads Club. She reminds me of a very fiery kind of Betty Davis. She looks a lot better than Betty Davis ever did, but she can be a fireball. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night. What a nightmare tonight. Look at Cheryl dropping the bomb. Well, there goes that hard on. That's funny. Can't I admire the youngster, you know? Cheryl asked, the ultimate cock block, huh? Cock block par excellence right there. She took the air right out of that balloon. Told you. There it is, Sparrow. There's the ultimate cock block, right? Not everything comes down to, you know, to sex and everything. I'm just saying, you know, she's well spoken. And she's got a mouthpiece, so when she talks, you can actually hear her. All right, let's protect ourselves here. Night, Elmer. Shit, what is that? Oh, damn. Like Tabasco. Somebody put Cheryl in timeout. She killed the buzz. I'm not going to ruin this. Look at that. I look like a real dick now, right? Hey, Hot Frog, how you doing? No, don't go. You're performing your proper function. Please, God, don't let this burger have any, no, no hots on it. Oh. Reason being, I have this beautiful new sweatshirt. Yeah, this one seems pretty good. That last one was a friggin' nightmare to eat. Jessica, I rarely have it with the bun. But it was such a long work day today. And I think for breakfast I had 4 pieces of bacon. I think I had a yogurt. And the last of the remaining maple syrup, maple candies. And that was about it. Yeah, you missed me eating the wrapper, right? Took a while to get through that flow. Yeah, you got to enjoy a bun occasionally, right? Right. Exactly. Mukbang that burger. Yeah, the bun is a treat. Plus, it's not a very big bun. It's rather thin. Oh boy. Yeah, I can contract a different strain, but I have some level of protection that unvaccinated don't have against that strain. Plus, if you get it, you're not as likely to get sick, which is important. Or it's less likely to be deadly. Wow, Star. Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah, good. Get on that vaccination list. It's okay, Sparrow. It's not. Some nights are hit or miss, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of burning out on it. It is a good value. Oh no, Sparrow. I've always been a big time believer in epidemiology, immunology, and virology. The science behind it is so simple. So proven. But I have to let other people have their opinions too. But I definitely got my first dose. My second one will be the 22nd. All right, well, that was kind of an up and down meal. More down than up tonight. Beautiful. Not a speck on it. Woo! Woo! Oh boy. Let's see. Gotta fix myself up for Sparrow a little bit here. Just joking. Woo. Nice, Shimei. I am the 22nd of February. Let me see if I got these. Did I bring these gift cards yet for Dutch Brothers? Let me take a look. I might not have brought them yet. No, I don't think I've incorporated them into the fold yet. Alright, well, I got to remember to do that for tomorrow, but that shall not deter us tonight from our appointed round. And you know what time it is. Time to throw some garbage away here. You gotta love the Cheryl girl. She brought the heater tonight. Bam! Oh boy. Let's put our blinker on. I don't mean to make you guys psychotic. Mon chéri lève, le mot à lever. La 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 da la da do 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 la da. Working in an orange juice factory, but I got canned. I just couldn't concentrate. Hey, that's cute. You and Quirky should get together, huh? Asked me what? AST me what? Yep, it's DB time. do. Yeah, metronome. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Remember, that's how they teach people piano, and sticking to the right beat. If you got low and you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth. Now, 8777 now. It's your money. If you lose settlement and you need help now, call J.G. Wentworth. 8777 now. Don't get me started on that jive. If you will structured settlement. I like the one where the guy's wearing the horns like the opera. I left my home in San Francisco. Oh, high on a hill, it calls to me. To be where a little cable car climb halfway to the stars. Ooh, your golden show. Tony Bendito. La-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. La-doo. Hey, Lindsay. If you both structures open, then you need cash now. Yeah. But he's 90-some, what, 93? So, I mean, geez, that brain's been cranking for a long time, right? So you're going to miss a few. Yeah, where did you leave your heart? In San Francisco. Oh, how you go? Man, I jumped 3 feet in the air. What? Fuck, who are you talking to? How you go? Whoa. Same way you do, man. Oh, too damn funny. That should be on a sweatshirt. How you go? Our most famous moments in choosing, right? The other ones, that's with 2 N's. The Quinn shirt. Oh, same old friggin' lines tonight. Yeah, the merch. Yeah. Right. Here's where we get in trouble, guys. Here's where the whole, come on, honey, with your fancy high dollar Benz there. Whatever the hell you got. I need to swing this wide. God, here we go again into the drama zone. The curve of doom. I think I could swing that tonight. See, I don't think I have anybody behind me, so I can kind of do a wide body shot here. Let's see if we can get that little extra edge here. I'm not moving until that guy moves there. There we go. Take the inside rail, dude. Pull up, pull up. Come on, dope. You got 50 feet in front of you. Ain't gonna curb me tonight. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Do 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 do. We're in the flow tonight. Woo! Yeah, one at that crowbar, man. I scared the hell out of him. I love to see that when people are doing shady shit. Come up behind him. What are you doing? I was jumping with his fucking crowbar, you know. Pardon my language. That was funny as hell. He jumped like 5 feet in the air, like the old bird. Then he got all nasty with me. I love to do that stuff. Yes, they gave me, Gail sent me 2 bags of the coffee, and I've got 2 gift cards. Shimei and Rosa sent me gift cards. And Patty Wakefield sent me she sent me the ground coffee. Tall coffee with no coffee and no cup. Guy's next, I think. Seems to be flowing better tonight than last night. I gotta hold behind this guy because he's putting his order in over here. Tim Hortons in Canada is great. Dunkin' Donuts is great in the U.S. I finally figured out because Tim Horton uses full cream in Canada. This guy's still fucking ordering. It's like he's doing an Uber pickup or something. Got called out.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay,
What can I get for you?
I want a medium cafe Americana hot with 2 Splenda. And do you have any non-dairy creamer?
Yes, we can do. We have almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. We have
No,
coconut.
I'll just take the cream then.
Just a regular cream. You got it. And 2 Splenda. Alrighty, and then you said it was a medium or small on this one?
Medium?
Perfect. Alrighty, 280 is going to be that total for
Yeah,
you.
put $1 on for yourself too.
Awesome,
okay?
appreciate
and then
that.
sign for it, please.
You got it. Did you need the receipt tonight?
Nope.
Perfect. Alright. Perfect. You're all set
Thank
to go.
you.
Absolutely. Enjoy your night now.
Yep, you too. It's pretty fast tonight. I'm holding up the whole line. It's great. This is not my usual guy with the nice fingernails and nice nail polish. Thumbs up or appreciate it if you enjoyed the message. I know the first couple hours was pretty serious, but we've been having some fun since then. Yeah, some night, only one night I've been in here when they didn't have music, but look at this. There's literally no line back there right now. I always give a tip, Ronnie. No line. Unbelievable. Okay, Dave, thank you. Oh. Son of a... I think this guy's got like 1 million drinks. or next. Nope. Next time we have to try the line from the street, the main street. Seems like these people are just getting her done. They got people running the coffee out to them. Hi.
Medium hot Americano with cream and 2 Splendors.
Thank you.
Awesome. Enjoy.
I think I'd enjoy my night more if you were. I was drinking that coffee with you, honey. She was a cutie cutie. Patootie cutie. Let's head around and see what's going on tonight. Oh, deliscable. Oh, that dick always hits that. They always hit that when they go around that corner. Time to cuddle cozy. Yeah, I should go on the dating game or something, right? Meet Rosie. She's got a bit of a surprise. What do we got lined up for Rosie tonight? Damn rain stopped. Yeah, it's hard to find a gal to integrate into my life, you know, because she's got to kind of be a homebody, and you know, a lot of gals don't want to be on the road. And the flaming a-hole. There she is. Looks a little brighter lit downtown tonight. Check it out. Check it out. Weatherman is an ass kicker. The weatherman of doom. Oh, that's sweet, Adam. Would I stay home? No, I'm not sure. I mean, I would certainly be more balanced. There's where we had the Karen incident over there. Nothing going on over there tonight. I would be more balanced. I'm not a selfish person, you know. I do value companionship. I mean, right? And that's somebody to get along with and laugh, and you know, sex is down. And you get older, it's not that. Hope Sparrow's not listening. That'll be a deal killer. You know? what did that old coot say? Right? Really? Well, that was a short affair. Right? You believe I've never seen that, CC? Never seen that. Never watched any of that. All right, well, let's see what's going on up here tonight. Still not a lot of vehicles. There are some outdoor diners there tonight. Guess they're outdoor dining. Yeah. Maybe starting to spring back to life a little bit. Yeah, just don't. Just don't. Oh man, we got shopping cart boy up here. Yeah, I don't really watch. I never, I'd rather do it than watch it. So, what is this guy doing? He's gonna ram into my van here. What the hell's he doing? I don't know what the hell's going on tonight. Beautiful, beautiful night. It's 47 degrees. All the rain is moved off, and that's really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Well, remember, when you just give sex up for, you know, I mean, it's not my place to say so. I mean, I've met Molasses in person and hung out with her, and we had a great time. But I think women value or put much more on the act of hooking up and things, and they, you know, there's much more emotional issues involved, I believe, with that. I believe that those kind of situations can end up being hurtful. One might even say degrading in some aspect of it, you know? Yeah, I think she was hurt, so I reached out to her the other day. Hang out at my cottage. Oh, Canadian girlie, wouldn't that be fantastic? You take care of your health, number one, honey. That's the main thing. She's my Canadian beauty queen there. Yeah, the boat sounds fun. Yeah, the emotional aspect of that whole situation was really, it's like when Monkey Boy told me when he used to train all the porn stars in LA, and they would come in, you know, they shot, you know, 20, 30 scenes for the week, and they would come in crying about problem they had with their boyfriend or something. I mean, they can really compartmentalize that stuff, which amazes me. Hey, Liz. Yeah, it looks like you guys are in for some real cold. Hey, Joni, how you doing tonight? Well, you know, because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean that it's not somebody else's, but it can be a pretty hollow experience, I think. Because where they're putting up some massive new 10-story apartment complex over here, condo. It's a massive thing up there. Let this guy go by. But I certainly wish her the best. Yep, helping you get through. Rosa, I'm going to put my gift card in Chimay away tonight, so I have it with me. I'm going to actually stick it in the car. Yeah, I think most of us would want the, you know, the conquest and the romance part of it, and then the sex is just a cherry on top, right? So I can't say anything negative about my experience with her. Was all positive. And I really don't know Cruiser, so let's poke around by City Hall down here tonight. This is the god-awful, ugliest City Hall in the face of the earth. After the earthquake of '69, they built this concrete tomb. I don't even think I can get in there. Can I? No, they got the blocks to block it off there. Yep. Anybody that, yeah, look at this for an ugly City Hall over here. Early 70s construction. Ugh. Anybody that thinks a woman doesn't emotionally involve herself in that experience has got another thing coming. Oh shit, I'm in the bus turn lane. Son of a... Bus depot. I can hear some guy screaming up there. Brother. Thumbs up are appreciated, guys, if you've enjoyed the chat tonight. Yeah, I think we all love romance. Hey Vicky, how you doing, sweetie? There's Simon. How you doing, Simon? Here's the Popo. But what do I know about it, right? Do love a good buffet. I've noticed as I've gotten older friendship, companionship, that's much more meaningful to me. There's the van I almost bought. Hey, Matt and Eric, how you handsome guys doing? Down in Georgia. Best looking guy, best looking guys on YouTube. Yep. Sometimes it's also just sharing shared experiences, music, movies, politics, history. That's the one big problem. If you date somebody that's much younger, you're like almost a different generation. Right? Hey, Missy. Hi, babe. Yeah, great sense of humor is very attractive. Always found if you could make a gal laugh, she really valued that. Some people come in too strong and they're just, it's kind of off-putting. Roll out to the grocery outlet. Hey, Ilva, we're just floating around a little bit tonight. Just floating around a little bit. Checking stuff out. It's a grocery outlet. We're around the corner where I had to move all that woman's crap up to her place. Closing up for the night. No, this is not it. I see where I had to move all this woman's crap, and I got to move somebody else on Friday. Oh, you're very sweet, Roddy. Years ago, I was on radio in the morning, on Saturday mornings, investment and economics show on WCBM radio out of Baltimore for about a year. But I don't have a voice like Sig has. There's the Silvercrest. That's where I helped move the old lady in the other day. Humping in the elevator. Super spreader event. That's run by Salvation Army. Oh boy. Painful memories there. Bizarre, Lindsay, I kind of like that, huh? Was I good? I know, it's a huge complex. It's called the Silvercrest. Salvation Army runs that for older people on limited income. No, I'm right-handed. In my era, they being raised by the nuns in Catholic grammar school, they would automatically wrap kids. If kids tried to write left-handed, they would wrap their hand and put the pencil or pen and fountain pen in the right hand. We have a lot of shelters here. We have motels that have been bought by the city that have been turned into shelters. And we have the Samuel L. Jones Hall, which is a old army facility that houses a lot of people. All right, I was in your dreams. Kaylee, you're too cute. Too cute. Let's run down to the homeless shelter tonight. We got to go out the Avenue of Love. This city's very committed to trying to house everybody. They've spent tens of millions of dollars on buying up motels. Remember the one I used to visit, and then the security guard gave me the boot. WLS. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you, Roddy. I just the one thing I try to do is think about things very carefully and try to be very rational and reasoned in my approach to things. And being a moderate person, I can always see good and bad on both sides of an issue. Nothing is black and white, except black and white. The underpass of doom. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's diplomatic so much as it's called a middle child syndrome too. Middle children in the family tend to be peacemakers, tend to be more open-minded. All right. So we'll cruise down the Avenue of Love. We'll take you to the biggest homeless shelter here. Oh, there you go. Linda says middle children are my favorite people. Yes, well, they learn. It's very easy when you're in the middle to get lost in the sauce. So my answer to that was to be a class clown and to always be getting involved in shenanigans. So. Hey, Shemai's the baby. Yay. I'm not strictly in the middle. I have 3 above me and 2 below me. And the bottom 3 are always kind of at odds with the top 3. All right, on the Avenue of Love. Yeah, well, when you know that's going to be your last baby, you tend to spoil it. Plus, the kid doesn't have the toughness like the oldest child is. You know, they tend to be very strict, and by the time the youngest is out there, it's like whatever. Yeah, I hear you, Sonny. That's hard to do. Cyanide Cupcake, I grew up with a family in my church and in my school and neighborhood. There were 13 kids, and the oldest one was in law school while the youngest one was in diapers. And then I had another friend of mine who was one of 14 children. Let's see, the food guys should be in full swing. Wonder why the lights are out. No, I guess they're on over here. It's where you get all the taco trucks. Wow, it's pretty dark over here tonight. Oh, they're packing up for the night. I wonder. That's supposed to be the best there, El Roy. And then this is the worst over here, El Anita's. Like the best and the worst. Right there. Yeah, huge families, Catholic families, you know. Pull over, let this traffic get by. This is always the busiest place in town here. Well, that's it then, Cheryl. That'd be a deal breaker because I'm like a slob. There's another taco place there. That woman does a kick-ass taco. Hey, Lip. How you doing? The girl with the nice butt taco stand over here. Be careful going forward. One night I was watching to see if she was over there. I almost rammed the car ahead of me. I'm doing good, Lip. Just had a mediocre dinner tonight. Not the best effort by In-N-Out, but definitely edible. Here's my supermarket food max. Come down to the post office, which is not open outside of hours. You can't get into the P.O. boxes. Why? Because people break into them. Let's see what's going on at the Samuel L. Jones Hall tonight. Might be difficult to see in the dark. try to figure it this way. I've lived both genders. How many people can say that in life, right? You can start to get a keen appreciation for women and female things. It's quite an experience. We don't want to overshoot our turn down here. This starts to get into the Badlands beyond here. It starts to get real hillbilly. All this is new housing. I've never even seen all this crap before. I think this is it here. Turn down here. Damn, this person's. I think this is Fresno Avenue. Yeah, it gets really bad back here. This gets really hillbilly. This is a place you don't want to be shooting at night. This is the old airfield around here. There used to be a naval air station here. It's where the first airmail took off between Santa Rosa and Petaluma. Yeah, this gets real hillbilly past here. This all floods out too. Spooky back here, isn't it? Crazy spooky. I brought Chris back here in the daytime. See, just people wandering up the street. It's scary. What a place for a murder. This is the old barracks from World War II, now converted into artist workspaces. Man, there's not a light on up here. I think you're required to be in by a certain time at night. This is it up on the left here. There's some people camping right here. I don't want to get trapped down that road. Yeah, that's the Samuel L. Jones Hall right there. That is a huge, mega huge operation for homeless right there. Cyanide leaving. Hope you feel better, babe. This is about 2 miles, I would say. But this whole area is really scruffy. They're just people that loom out in the dark. And this place called Price Avenue over here is really drug infested. Off of South Bright Road. I don't even want to go down there because of the flooding and stuff. This store's always getting robbed over here. Okay, thank you. It's a really creepy area. They have an old Christian school over here. Went defunct. I don't know what they used. I don't know what they do in there now. Can't even get into it anymore. It's all gated off. It's just a really spooky area back here. Chavez family market there. They tried to make a go of it, but somebody threw a bomb through the window probably 8 or 9 years ago and blew up the whole, blew all the windows out and everything over there. Yep, I got the vehicle safe and sound, running good. There's a lot of violence in this town. Here's a good place for chooching around over here. Spooky as hell. All right, watching from your cabin, that's cool. Some really spooky ass places. Very sketch. I would never chooch around here. There's where I got all the drywall from over there. Wright Brothers. Used to be called Wright Brothers. Then it comes into a little bit of civilization here. But it's definitely spooky down there. I wouldn't walk down there at night, no way. No way, Jose. A lot of people in RVs along here. Both sides of the street. After the Great Santa Rosa Fire of 2017, they allowed people to park indefinitely on the streets beyond 72 hours. So everybody and his mother started coming up from Sacramento and all points all around the Bay Area. And it just turned into a real shit show. Missy Jen and I did videos of the abusive practices. Somebody put up a video. Rosie and Missy Jen hate the poor. You know, not really. We just hate people that empty their black tanks on the street. But as I always said, to a person with a hammer, everything's going to look like a nail. So, all right, thank you, Simon. Yeah, I'm going to wish you a very good evening. Say hi to your beautiful wife. There's where my P.O. box is over there. But they lock that up at nighttime so you can't go in. A little cruise on the Avenue of Love. Not to be confused with the Street of Shattered Dreams. Gave me a good chance to check out the vehicle tonight too. Everything seems a-okay. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Do 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 do. Lend me your ear and I'll sing. I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I'll get by with little help from my friends. Ooh, with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to know. Yeah, Popeyes is way too expensive here. Ridiculously expensive. It's like $15 for 4 pieces. Forget about it. One measly side. If you want to get a funny review, watch the Popeyes chicken review that Missy Jen and I did. The first one, there's 2 of them. The first one smelled like the sewer was backing up in the restaurant down in Roner Park. We almost threw up, it smelled so bad. There's a lot of gold in those restaurant reviews and travel trips. You guys want to laugh your ass off? Just go down to some of the travels and adventures. Vegas, Reno, cross country. So much fun shit down there. You can just sit there and hit that playlist and laugh your ass off at the boss and Virginia City and all the craziness. What the hell they called that? The Zombie Fest in Reno and all kinds of my Marilyn Monroe moments. All kinds of fun. A lot of good stuff in those playlists. A lot of good stuff. Well, thank you, Cheryl. Well, guys, on that note, I am going to now pack it in for the night. Let me thank you for your patience for the first part. I did have some commentary on the stuff circling the drama community. I'm not in the drama community, but I don't feel like I'm being exploited within the context of my own general hangout to share my thoughts that people ask me to share on that. So I appreciate you being along for that and for the whole night. To my wonderful moderators, thank you so much for all you do and for you guys for showing up every day for fun. And if you've not hit that thumbs up button, I would really, really appreciate it. It's the only membership we'll ever have here. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.